Hey, been a while. I'm sort of back. I'm just in an editing mood again, which is actually pretty perfect for me because I do have a lot of unedited footage that I still need to do, so I'm gonna start with that. My first video will be the continuation of my mini Europe trip that I did back in 2019. I know that's so far back, but I was looking through my channel and I just realized, like, dude, I did not finish that trip. I'm in the middle of Santorini and I still need to do Athens. So thank you guys so much for staying with me on this channel, and hello to everyone that just stumbled on this channel. Yes, this is going to be a 2019 dated video, but I hope you enjoy it nevertheless. And let's get on with, I believe it is day 2 on my mini Europe trip of Santorini. So let's go. Previously on our mini Europe trip, my friends and I just landed in Santorini, Greece. So we are staying in a small town called Kotorados. It is right next to the capital of Fira. So we just basically spent the first day just napping and eating, and now we are on day 2, where we booked a bus tour that would take us to many of Santorini's points of interest. Good morning, everyone. The plan is to do a bus tour today. We're going to Akrotiri, we're going to a red beach. Where else were we going? We are going to be meeting at a bus station, but first we're gonna get coffee since we are up a little early so we can get breakfast. But first, let's appreciate how cool it is to walk in these narrow streets, shall we? So we decided to just grab some breakfast at the bakery we had yesterday. So this time, instead of Greek coffee, I got a cappuccino and some chocolate croissants. So that is breakfast for today. After breakfast, we headed to our pickup location, which happily enough was right next to the bakery. The area was littered with stray dogs and olive trees. We're here. Yeah, so excited. Karen, Nev. Yeah. Look up. On the bus ride that day, I did notice something that isn't talked about in travel blogs or featured in travel videos. And it is how barren the rest of Santorini is outside of its popular towns. Some areas looked abandoned and in disrepair. Looking into it, it turns out that much of Santorini is still recovering from the catastrophic earthquake of 1956, which completely destroyed 30% of their buildings and 40% more were damaged. So that is 80% of their infrastructure just decimated, and this caused a mass exodus of its inhabitants due to economic decline. The island did rebuild the more well-known trafficked areas like Fira and Ia, but the majority of the island is still left in its damaged state, which was apparent as the bus drove through the island. Now, earthquakes are no stranger to the island. Even early this year of 2025, Santorini suffered from over 28,000 earthquakes in a span of weeks, some of which are a magnitude of 5 or even higher. Our first stop of the day is Akrotiri, also known as the Minoan Pompeii. It is an extremely well-preserved Bronze Age Minoan settlement that was buried in volcanic ash created by one of the largest volcanic eruptions recorded in history around the 17th century BC. Many historians believe this eruption caused the end of the Bronze Age Minoans. Finished a nice tour here in Akrotiri, and it was really nice. I loved walking right where they used to walk in the streets. It's just really cool here. And there's so much more to dig up. So this is just a small little part of this ancient little town. Then we made a quick stop to take in the view of the famous Santorini caldera. It is a huge crater created by a massive volcanic disruption that collapsed a large portion of the island into the sea. Believe it or not, all this ocean used to be land. This is also the same volcanic eruption that buried Akrotiri.
A tiny bit easier for you to find a house that you can afford if you have to rent a house, for example. So people really need the houses you see around you, and as you can see, it's very different from what you see on the cliffside, and that's the reason. So if you were to come in winter, you would notice right away. Also remind you quickly what we do after food, so that you want to come back on the bus after food. We will go to Overdue village, then we will go for wine, and finally we'll go to the top of the mountain you can now see on your left side.
Okay. This is the biggest church?
Yeah, this is the biggest church.
Why does it look like this one, like a small church?
Lunch was at the beach town of Parissa, also known for its black sand beaches. From all the restaurants lining the beachfront, we settled on Francisco's Fish Tavern. It has a wonderful view of the beachfront, and this is what we ate. Now we are here in the village of Emporio, Santorini's largest village, known for its maze-like alleys and historic structures. I would love to come back and explore this place again. It was just so fun walking through all the narrow pathways, and our goal was to reach this medieval castle known as Nimbario. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Nimbario. Well, it was built in the 15th century by the mighty Venetian Republic. This castle was one of the many defenses put in place to protect the island's trade center from pirate raids that ran amok. Oh, don't be afraid, kitty cat. She's afraid of my camera. But this fortress is just so many stories high. It's just building after building. But check out that church chapel. Oh, and this view, you guys. This is just beautiful. Imagine if your front door is that door. You could just easily fall. Right?
Yep.
Now it is time to taste some wine. You cannot find any wine like this anywhere else in the world. The grapes grown in Santorini, because of the island's unique terrain, it actually produces white grapes that naturally maintains its high acidity even when fully ripened. The grapes are also resistant to drought and fungal diseases. And we made our way up the windy roads of Santorini's tallest point to an ancient monastery. And this was the quickest stop of the tour. And when I mean quick, I meant quick, like really, really quick. Like, I don't even know why we came here, because we didn't really explore the monastery. We had like 30 minutes. So why are we rushing at this point? Well, the reason is because we were actually racing the sunset. As you can see, the sun is indeed setting. And when you think about sunsets in Santorini, What do you think of? That point comes to the last stop of our tour, which was to get to the city of Ia for us to experience one of the most famous Santorini sunset spots. So after some high expectations and anticipation, this is what we saw. It was underwhelming. So that concludes day 2 of Santorini. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And remember to always wander with awe. Bye!
All the people. I know, get one with all the people. This is a good spot. Alright, we'd like a picture. We did it.